Good morning. It is July the 3rd. It is a beautiful Sunday. Some people are celebrating the 4th today, so I hope you have a good one. It's a little overcast and comfortable, a little, not as hot, but nice, very nice. I'm in my favorite spot, my peaceful historical cemetery, hanging out with my friends. Today is July 3rd, as I said. Experience the best teacher, daily reflections. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 87 is where the reading comes from. Being still inexperienced and having just made conscious contact with God, it is not probable that we are going to be inspired at all times. What's up, Pro Monk? Good to see you here, brother. Nice and early in the morning. Hope you're having a good one. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 87. Some say the experience is the best teacher. Some say that experience is the best teacher. But I believe that experience is the only teacher. I have been able to learn of God's love for me only by the experience of my dependence on that love. At first, I could not be sure of his direction in my life. But now I see if I am to be bold enough to ask for his guidance, I must ask as if he has provided it, act as if he has provided it. I frequently ask God to help me remember that he has a path for me. Keep in mind, I don't drink my coffee before I come out here, and reading isn't my best subject. So, yeah, this is a great one. Again, I had told in previous reflections that I was confirmed Catholic when I was young. Priest did not like me. I asked too many questions because my mind works very analytically, and I need to know why this, then, and that. I need flowcharts of information, and I need to understand how things work. At the time when I was young, faith didn't mean anything to me because I couldn't see it, touch it, prove it, and I didn't have the life experience to understand where I needed to tap into in my subconscious to be able to open that willingness to accept that God was something more than a fictional character like Santa Claus. Again, no disrespect to anybody's personal beliefs. This is what I thought as like a 13 to 14-year-old kid, And, well, obviously getting older and things happening to me in my life, more and more it seemed like God was not the superhero that I was pumped up to believe that he was. And again, I'm using terminology and stuff that's not appropriate, but it's what a child thinks or an addict thinks, because, we're not in our right minds. But that being said, I know that, I'm not going to say this has been a long time thing, but 6 months is a pretty considerable amount of time for me to be able to say that once I did turn it over to God and I said, that's it. I cannot do this alone. I'm not doing the right thing. No matter how smart I was, no matter how many mistakes I've made and said, I know I can't do that one again. It didn't matter. There was always another scenario. There was another situation that, not even related to recovery or sobriety, just life situations that would come up. And I didn't have the answers, and I would answer with it in true Mike fashion, and just like you guys, true addict fashion, that I'm gonna handle this thing head on like a stubborn, bullheaded asshole. I'm gonna drink, or I'm gonna do whatever I have, which I thought were tools at the time, to get through life. And now I see that it caused me a great deal of pain and misery. It caused my loved ones a great deal of pain and misery. It caused my employers, co-workers, customers. It was a complete shit show. All right. That being said, as I said, back in December is when I really started to say, I knew that this was bad. I knew that I was in some uncharted territory, that, look, I had been at the bottom, and this was deeper than that. This was a bottom I wasn't coming back from. This was, I wasn't going to make it. I was not going to make it. I was not going to make it. Dead. 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 I was going to die. That was it. I knew it. I wasn't trying to do it. I just knew that I wasn't doing anything to try not to do it. Alcohol is a horrible thing. So being able to let experience, which I have plenty of, to be my best teacher, I truly know now when I come encountered with a situation, I do not make snap decisions. Some of them I will make a snap decision when I instantly know that is not the spiritual answer. That is not what I'm supposed to do. That I can make a snap decision like that, but I won't be reactionary. Like if it's an emotional decision, I won't go, no, screw you, I'm not doing that, or I'm gonna do it a different way, or you're gonna listen to me, or you're gonna learn today. Ever since putting everything in God's hands, or your high power as you choose to see him, made it possible. Maybe I should stop thinking about having coffee before these. I just like to do it fresh out of bed. But allowing me to put my every decision into God's hands has really been. I can't even think of. I'm gonna make up a new word to describe it, because when I tell it, it sounds like fairy tales and hobgoblins and stuff. But it's something where I have never had happiness as a child, a teen, an adult. And again, my marriage to me at the time was a very, very happy time in my life. Getting married, having my children was unbelievable. Personal successes in my career, material items I had acquired, I felt happy. But the cost for that happiness was something that I didn't anticipate. You don't realize how much something that's going to cost you, in not financial terms, but just in mental health and suffering terms. So I do frequently ask God to help me remember he has a path for me. I follow that path daily. I'm not perfect. I will make mistakes. I know that I will. I've just been lucky right now that, given my life situation, I'm not forced. I mean, it's another one that sounds crazy, because I do have some big decisions and big actions I need to take for me and my children's sake, going forward. But they're not overwhelming me, because I am a mere vessel for God's hand to point in the right direction. Again, this has been Rambling with Mike. I hope you guys don't mind. If you do have any suggestions or comments, you want me to tighten it up, you want me to try to not ramble or whatever, you want more details of my situation, you want less details, just leave a comment, please. Say something. Please leave a thumbs up, though, because I really would appreciate it. It helps with the stupid algorithm. I mean, I only get like 13 or 14 people to be able to see these, and that's great. I mean, if I just talk to one person, I'm perfectly happy. But the goal is for the addict to be able to help a fellow struggling addict, and there's not enough people that I have seen that are doing it in a live, in real life type scenario that are easily approachable, easy to get in touch with, and will reply to you. So I am all of those things. So that being said, have a wonderful day. I hope you guys get out there and have a good time. Keep it dry. Go swimming, but stay dry. Don't pick up. Keep coming back. I'm going to be at St. Camilla's today at 10 a.m. for the Tailgaters meeting. That's going to be my 5th meeting for the week without purposely... Did I fear getting older? To be honest with you, I thought when I was a kid and I was running wild as a kid, I did not think I was going to live past 35. Do you know how old I am right now? I mean, I know I don't look as young as I used to, but do you know how old I am? maybe Pro Monk isn't gonna answer back. I'm gonna be 49 July 20th. So I feel being 49, almost 50, that I run into people all the time that say that at the same age, and I feel that they look older. Obviously, this gray hair, and I have dark circles under my eyes, and I sleep like a baby. It's just part of getting older. But and that and the pain from but that's from stuff I caused myself. I don't have like typical old age pain. I have like injury pain. But I don't feel 49. I don't. What makes me fear getting old is my dad's going through dementia and Alzheimer's right now. That's the biggest fear. The fear of, we have a tendency to get stuck in our own head, but we can still at least convey our opinions and speak to somebody and do stuff. But to be stuck in your own head and not know what it is that they think, or if they really know what their prognosis is, that scares me. And that can happen, it could happen at any age, I guess, technically, but I would hope I have at least another 20 years before I have to look forward to anything of that nature. Knock on wood. Hold on, I'll get up and walk around with you, because I can't. I took a little tumble yesterday. Speaking of old age, it hurt my freaking leg. I thought I left my friggin' I'll be alright, my Beats headphones in the cemetery. And I had gone out and I came back and I came looking for them. I was looking everywhere. I tripped over a root in the cemetery and I went down like a sack of rocks. And I already have injuries to my right side, nerve damage and stuff. So this kind of hurt pretty bad. But other than that, nothing has changed me in that aspect. Like, I haven't gone to start watching, Fox News or CNN or whatever. I didn't join a bowling team. I still listen to rap and hip hop. I listen to country and stuff too, but I was raised on rap and hip hop. I was there when it first came out. Well, the truth to answer that is worrying about surviving alone in the world. You're really only alone if you choose to be alone. Personally, I have a balance right now. Oh, excuse me. I have a balance right now where I'm alone in the way that I don't have my family. Hey, what's going on? I'm alone in the way that I don't have my family. I would really love to have more involvement with my children. I get to talk to them and see one of them occasionally. Hopefully, I can only pray that that's going to get better. But again, it's one of those things. I cannot control it. I can only control my part of it. But I'm not alone because right now, staying with my parents, I have my sponsor, I have the group, which are a bunch of great people that I've met through AA, and I live in a rather small town, and it just started happening last week where I could go to the store or go to Dunkin's and run into these people, and I'm horrible, my memory's horrible since I had the stroke anyway, but I run into people all the time now who say hi to me or whatever. People text me and ask how I'm doing and stuff, and they're not looking for things. Like, usually my friends were not my friends, and they were always looking for something. So, your choice to be alone or die alone, that's up to you. It doesn't have to be that way. You don't need a partner. I'm not looking to get remarried. I haven't dated or seen a person. Pardon my smoking. I won't do it on camera. I have not been with another female in at least 7 years, and I'm perfectly okay with that. Given what I had gone through, I really have a PTSD type situation towards that, and I don't need that kind of companionship. And I don't care. If someone that wants to spy on me is listening and they hear that I said that, that's fine. Because the things I learned in that situation, man, I couldn't go through that again. So hopefully, you know, if God wants me to have that, then that God will provide that. I don't want to sound like a thumper-vibing wacko, but if God puts somebody in my life that's supposed to be in my life, not me looking for what it is I normally look for, then maybe I won't be alone in that way. Any other questions today? I like answering questions. I wish we had more people. I'd like to open it up to, you know, use Discord and use my laptop and actually set up, you know, and have better audio and stuff like that. You know, have, you know, be able to have guest callers and people hop in on video conference and stuff like that. I've made some great connections through this as well. Other people in recovery that, you know, either were doing the same type of message in the past and stopped, or, you know, just get discouraged by it because it's not about the numbers with this. You can't make a video like this and expect to get YouTube famous. I mean, that's not what this is about. This is about me sharing my personal experiences, pain and suffering and message, and hoping that I can just help talk to one person, not have to go through that. It's not good. Because if you look at it, short of, you know, the things that were going wrong in my life that weren't painful at the time, you know, life wasn't that bad, other than the obvious. I know it sounds stupid, but, you know, I had material things. I had, you know, a really, really, really good job. I was well respected in my field. You know, I had those things. I miss them, but right now I have my journey. Right now it's like 6:30. No, it's probably almost 7 a.m. Wow, where are you located? So I know it's probably what? It's noon in the UK. So what are you like, in the India side of the world, or Italy? I think Italy. No, I don't know. I don't know the times. I just know that Bob in Scotland, I think he's 5 hours off from me. Or 7 hours, maybe. I could do these at different times, too. I really don't mind. I want to add an extra one in later on in the day. So, like, if you tell me what time your morning is, I'll start to do one at your morning time if you want. I'll do like a just for today reading or something like that. I have a bunch of other quotes and stuff. 3:52 in the afternoon. Do I know you? I apologize because, like I said, I'm terrible with memory. But do I know you from Fortnite, or are you new to this? Because I'm thinking I'd love to start playing the game again, but this is what I've been focusing on, and I really, when I make up my mind to do something, my OCD takes over and I do it. Oh, so it's 4 a.m. in the morning, so it's early. So it's earlier for you. But so what day is it? Is it Monday there, or is it Sunday? Is it oh, you don't have the 4th of July, so it doesn't really matter. Because if you're awake and you wanted to play the game, I'll go on. Or if you want to play GTA on PlayStation, I'll go on that. I don't have a lot of games because I thought that was going to be another reconnection, you know, with my son, but that didn't pan out as planned yet. But, you know, I think there's a bird just got a dead mouse in his mouth. Oh, okay. What was your name before? I don't know. Do you think I look like I'm 50 years old? So how the hell can it be 3:52 where you are? Oh, so you're in California then, so it must be 6:52. All right, I got you. I'm picking up what you're laying down. Like I said, haven't had that caffeine yet, so I like to do these like fresh, so I'm not influenced by any substance like caffeine or anything, just me. So I could look as stupid as I want and blame the caffeine. I just know that no matter what, anytime I'd ever been online, like even if I was happy because I was doing it, I was never had this inner happiness that I have right now. I can't even describe it. It's not a feeling any drug could ever give me. I mean, I can compare it to the same type of feeling of having my children born, because it does feel like a true connection to a higher power. And like when my children were born, it was a magical thing. It was like, oh my God, I've created life. And I know that as awesome as I am, that is not something I didn't design the way that works. Oh, man, Chentex, all right. Yeah, I remember you, brother. Thank you. Oh, that's cool. Well, I appreciate you coming on. If I, you know, I might, have you been watching any of the dumb shorts I've been making? I trying to get my subs back. I started making like just shorts about anything, and it's funny because I just like, I test different things, and like something that I think will get views doesn't, and then other things get crazy views. I had 70,000 views for June, and the month before, just doing live videos, I had like 370 views, and I'm up like 30 something subs, which, you know, we're not talking viral by any means, but for me to gain 30 subs and do it, you know, without having to offer prizes, that's a good thing, because my whole previous channel was based on playing a game. Nice. My whole previous building the subscribe, you know, doing giveaways and stuff like that. So you know, this is good, because the only thing I'm giving away is myself and my, you know, my openness to help anybody that needs help, you know, whether it be family situations, friend situations, school, anything you have going on in your life, anything you're confused about. Because believe me, being young nowadays is a world apart from being young when I was a kid. Because being young when I was a kid, we didn't have all of that technology and stuff, and I can only imagine being on or having issues nowadays where that stuff just flies instantly. Boom. Back then, it was limited to a small circle of people who would shit on you. But nowadays, it's like, you know, someone wants to shit on you, and it's around the globe. I don't know why someone's calling me this early in the morning. It's only 7 a.m. Someone just called me. But I think this might be the longest live I've done in a while. One of the funny ones, when I first came back and moved into my mother's house, I had the gaming console set up in the closet because I didn't have a good way of doing it, and so I had it in there, and I fell asleep for a few hours. So I actually did a sleep stream, which was kind of funny, because you know, 1 second I was playing, the next second I was just out. I was like forcing myself to play because I couldn't sleep. All right, well, I'm going to end the stream there. If you want to talk more, you can hit me up on Instagram, MIK35959, Facebook. Thank you. That's what I hope for, because I go to a morning meeting, and this is one of the, they do a different thing every day, but my favorite one is this one, because this doesn't, the 12 steps is not just about addiction and substances. It is a way of life. They have programs called AWOLs where you realize the way you treat people and the way you feel, it's not a real reflection of what's really going on around you. It's something we manifest in our brains, and we tend to run with the negative. So when we have the option to make it a positive, or realize we don't have control over it, it just gets better. There's no other way to say it. And I hate it because like when I talk to my sponsor, it really does feel corny. I feel like a snake oil salesman trying to tell someone, just believe me, if you do what I say you do and you do the work we tell you to do, that it will get better. But it's everything in life. It's dealing with parents, dealing with friends, dealing with everything. Not being reactionary or negative. It just makes everything just feel better. Ever since a kid, I never felt comfortable in my own skin. I never felt happy. I always had people telling me why I shouldn't feel happy, or why they were better than me, or why I was less than. And all the therapists in the world, from their Ivy League schools and their white button-down shirts and cardigan sweaters and reruns of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, couldn't help because they didn't have real life experience. They were never arrested, they were never stabbed, they were never held at gunpoint. They never held anyone at gunpoint. They didn't. They didn't have real life experience. Their experiences in a book and talking to other people. For the majority of the people who go to therapy, I don't want to say the majority. See, I say a lot of dumb shit. I still do it, and I realize that I catch myself. But many people who go to therapy, they don't tell the doctors the real thing. It's the same thing with AA. They tell their sponsors or the other people in the rooms what they think they want to hear to fit in. But that's not what it's about. I don't want to fit in. I want to belong. But I want to be happy on my terms. And, having a higher power and, turning yourself over to God gives you that. Hello. So, it's not about what the other people are doing or fitting into a group of the cool kids, because they're not as cool as they think they are. They go home and they still feel terrible, or if they have any sort of a soul, they don't, their conscience is still traumatized by the stuff they do to other people, if they even think about it. So I gotta wrap it up soon because I gotta make the coffee for my parents. That sounds crazy too. Oh man, my life is a conundrum. What other types of videos would you like to see on the shorts? Like, I want to do more pranks. When my son's on vacation, when he comes back, hopefully we're going to do some more. Some of them he's like not as willing to do because he just doesn't, he gets nervous, doesn't want people to get mad, or doesn't want to get in trouble. So I have someone else that I'm going to do some stuff with. And we have some music that's coming out. He's got some beats, I've got some lyrics. It'll be interesting, to say the least. It will be interesting. I'd love to get my license back. I have all the things out of the way to do it. It's just I can't get a straight answer on whether they're just going to hand me my license if I go and pay it. I'm not paying $600 for a what if. My buddy's trading his bike in and getting a new bike, and that really makes me mad because I miss my motorcycle so much. I don't even know if I can ride anymore though because of my injuries, but that would make me so happy to get a motorcycle. And it doesn't have to be a super expensive one, something on 2 wheels. Well, we're at the 30-minute mark. Pro Monk, I'm gonna take off. hit me up if you want. Like I said, I'm trying to look for someone. If you know how to use Discord, I'm trying to find someone to help me set the Discord back up. Mickey Moose helped me in the past, but ever since he got into his foster home, and he says he was doing well, and I haven't heard from him in the longest time. But you know, that was like the first kid I ever really tried to help, and he's done very well from what I know. So I'll wrap it up. I just picked up the old Boston Globe. I'm gonna read some fake news and have a cup of coffee and maybe a sesame bagel. I'll be back online in a little bit. So, wrapping it up. I love you all. Have a good day. Stay above earth. Don't pick up. Don't give in to crazy thoughts and make decisions you can't take back. And don't talk to the police. Just say, I don't talk to police. And that's it. Trust me, it could save your life. Alrighty, love you guys. Goodbye.